Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 1. Amir Rizwan bin Muhammad Akiman, Adik Fahan bin Badul Isa, Muhammad Aziz bin Muhammad Zahid, Ilya Adila binti Ahmad Mahidin, and Amir Ashraf bin Kamal Zaman. I'm going to present about brake system. Now we move to the introduction of brake system. Brake is one of the most crucial controls in vehicle. It combines a few interactive elements which absorb energy from moving component and use friction to slow the vehicle down. It is a mechanism that helps either to stop or slow down a vehicle. In the early days of the automotive industry, innovators were focusing more on how to get the car moving rather than how to put it on stop. The first automobiles were stopped by levers pressing a hardwood pad against the wheel rim. Since it was the earliest of its invention, lots of improvement needed as wooden pads would quickly wear out in contact with the wheels and provide insufficient helps. Failure of braking system will cause accidents and ultimately leads to death. Then we move to the statistic on brake failures leading to accidents. Based on survey that have been conducted by NHTSA, National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, National Motor Vehicle Crash Causation in 2015, at least out of 44,000 accidents that happens to various reasons, it is estimated that 22% of it came from brake failure, and others is 40%, steering or suspension 3%, and also tires 35%. For the concept of brake system, the general purpose of the brake system is to slow down and stop a moving object. Friction is used. To achieve this, several brake system components must transform the kinetic energy of the vehicle into heat energy. Two forms of friction play a part in controlling a vehicle. It is either kinetic or moving, and static or stationary. The amount of friction applied depends on type of material, surface condition, and pressure applied. Static surface, which is brake pad, will be pressed against rotating parts. Kinetic energy will change to heat energy. The friction between surface of brakes as well as the friction between tires and roads resist any movement.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Ilya Adila binti Ahmad Mahidin. So I want to present the function of brake system and the main purpose for brake system. The first one is to help controlling the speed of the vehicle and to stop it when and wherever you need to. And the second one is to hold the vehicle in place without the presence of a driver after it is brought to a complete stop. So next, the function for brake system is a brake is a mechanical device that inhibits motion by absorbing energy from a moving system. So it is used for slowing or stopping a moving vehicle, wheel, axle, or to prevent it from motion. So it is very safe for vehicle in if they have an emergency case. So when we talk about the function brake system, so we all know that it's related to safety. So your brakes are the most important safety system in your vehicle. So brakes give you the ability to slow down or stop in an instant and can help you avoid a serious accident. So brakes that are not well maintained and regularly inspected can let you down when you uh, when you really need them. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Of the vehicle.
Okay, after that is a types of brake. We has four types of brake. First the brakes, and then drum brakes, and then emergency brakes, and then the anti-lock brakes, or called as the ABS. This brake. A braking rotor that is physically affixed to the wheel makes up this brake. The brake pads on either side of the rotor are squeezed by hydraulic pressure from the master cylinder that acting on the caliper, which is located slightly outside the rotor and holds the brake pads. After that, the drum brakes. Its work by mounting a braking drum inside the wheel. Two brakes shoes are pressed on the braking drum by hydraulic pressure as the brake pedal contracts. And then the emergency brakes. Uh, it is a secondary braking system that operates separately from the service brakes. almost all emergency brakes are powered up by wires that mechanically apply pressure to the wheels, despite the fact there are numerous distinct types of the brake, like the stick brake lever, uh, a third pedal, a push button, or the handle near. They are typical used to hold a car still while it is parked. But if the stationary brakes are fail, they can also employ in an emergency. And then the anti-block system, ABS prevent the wheels from the locking up when the stationary brakes are abruptly applied, keeping the tires from the skidding. When raining roads, this features is extremely helpful for the car. Okay, after that, I will explain about the drum brakes and the disc brake. First, the drum. The drum is a cylinder part that attached to the wheel against which is the brake shoes pressed to stop the car. And then the brake leaning, the frictional part of the outside edges of the brake shoes. And then the return spring. The return spring is a part of the brake mechanism that returns the brake shoes to their initial position. The piston is the cylinder parts of the transmit the pressure to and receive the pressure from the brake shoes. And then the wheel cylinder. The type of the roller that applies a uniform pressure to the wheel, then the brake is activated. And then the brake shoe. The brake shoe, the part on which the brake leaning is mounted. And then the disc brake. The disc brake, uh, first the space shield. This is a protector that prevent the dirt from the fouling the braking system. And then the disc. It is has the round flat piece of the metal pressed against the wheel to slow or stop the car. And then the brake line. Brake line is a system liquid that transporting the tubes. And then the start. The start is the mental pin. And then the will hub the central part of the cross by axle. And then the brake pads. The brake pads is a part of activated by the piston.
So we move on to the related mechanical theories. The mechanical braking system powers the handbrake or emergency brake. It is the type of braking system in which the brake force applied on the brake pedal is carried to the final brake drum or disc rotor by the various mechanical linkage like cylindrical rods, fulcrums, springs, and others in order to stop the vehicle. So next we go to the mechanical brake type. So mechanical brake can be, first one is hydraulic brake type. Hydraulic brake type is based on the principle of Pascal law. The brake fluid, which is usually a mixture of glycerin and alcohol, is filled in the master cylinder. When the pedal is depressed, the piston of the master cylinder is forced into the cylinder and the entire system turns to a pressure system. The second one is internal expanding shoe type. Two brake shoes made of frictional material fit on the inside of the brake drum are held away from the drum by means of springs. One end of each shoe is fulcrum, whereas the other is free to move by the action of a cam which in turn applies force on the shoes. The movement of the cam is caused by the brake pedal through the linkage. So the last one is external contracting shoe type. This type of brake system is normally available in crawler tractor. The brake band directly surround the drum mounted on the drive axle. When the pedal is depressed, the band tighten the drum, and after that the vehicle will stop. Next, we go to the braking efficiency. So the high braking efficiency of the order of 50 to 80% can enable vehicle to stop within reasonable distance depending on the road condition and condition of the tire. Higher brake efficiency also can cause rapid wear of the brakes and there is a risk of losing control of the vehicle.
Alright, I will continue the presentation, which is I will explain about development of braking system. The earliest system to slow a vehicle's momentum and prohibit motion were tested in 1800 century. Over a century later, the braking system has evolved into a complicated technology capable of adapting to changing road conditions. Brake system innovation has enhanced safety and lowered the danger of car crash across Canada and the world, from early drum brake to modern disc. The evolution of brake have been impressive with numerous innovative technology introduced over the year. The number one objective in all new brake system advancement is to improve our safety and efficiency. Several types of braking have been employed in automobiles since their inceptions. As the history of brake advanced, each new system was built on this concept utilized to create its predecessor. The advancement of braking system began in the 19th century and continues until this day. Various types of braking system have been employed over the year, including the first one is wooden block brakes. The first braking system follow the basic concept that are still used to build brakes today. Nevertheless, the system simply comprised of wooden block and a single lever that was used by the driver to apply the brake. Next, mechanical drum brakes. The mechanical drum brake, considered the core of the modern braking system, was developed in 1902 by French manufacturer Louis Renault, but Gottlieb Daimler has designed it before. Next, we move to expanding internal shoes brake. Before the development of the expanding internal shoes brake, all braking systems were attached outside of the car. Those systems were sensitive to the environment, gathering dust and water and being impacted by temperature swing, all of which rendered the brake less effective. Next, hydraulic brakes. Malcolm Lowhead first introduced the idea of a four-wheel hydraulic brake system in 1918. When a pedal was depressed, fluid were employed to deliver force to the brake shoe. Then we move to disc brake. The disc brake was invented by William Leicester in 1902, but it was not widely used until the automobile industry boomed in the middle 20th century. The popularity of this brake can be related to car rising weight and speed capabilities, which cause hydraulic brake to become less efficient in spreading heat. The last one is anti-lock brake. The anti-lock brake system, or ABS, was developed to help previous braking system prevent brake from locking up while in use. ABS detect when a lock is going to occur and active a series of hydraulic valves to lessen the pressure on a single wheel brake. I think that's all from me. Thank you.